Yeah, Dereon, you guys have had obviously a lot of close games here recently that you haven't been able to close out. Just how good does it feel to go on the road and be able to close this one out down the stretch?
It feels good to get our first win, especially on the road. And then it also just feels good because it's showing that like our hard work is paying off and we're improving and just learning how to close out games.
James.
Yeah, Dereon, what was the key to tonight's win for you? What was the number one goal on your game plan tonight coming in?
I didn't really have like one set goal. The only goal that I had was to do what I had to do to get the win. So whether that was me rebounding, defending, getting my teammates involved, or me just scoring, just whatever I had to do to win.
Okay, yeah, I was sorry about that. I was just asking, as a team playing Virginia Tech, what was the number one goal maybe on the game plan for you guys tonight against that team specifically?
We just had to do our work on the defensive end and not let them get like easy drives or not get driving kits for open threes.
Thank you.
Jonas.
Dereon, you guys have been in this situation so many times, especially in ACC play. Forget X's and O's for a second. How much of those last few minutes was just like, we're not going to let this happen again. We're determined to do whatever it takes to close out this game this time.
Yeah, we came up with a word yesterday, which was relentless. And we was just, every time it got close, we just kept saying that word and we just knew that like we wasn't just about to give this game away. We had to close this game out.
And just a quick question, follow up. What are some things you guys learned from those games where you didn't close it out that kind of came into play tonight and you got over the hump and got it done?
Since we're in conference, like every game is going to come down to possession games. So we just knew that we couldn't like have slip ups on the little things like missing blockouts or turning the ball over and stuff like that.
Do we have any other questions?
I do got a quick follow up then. Speaking of
ahead.
missing blockouts, you had a big offensive rebound and a putback. Was something in the back of your mind? Like, I got to make sure I get a body on this guy, and it turned out to be one of the bigger plays down the stretch.
Yeah, I definitely had to make sure I like boxed them out because that's been like a lot of our emphasis like throughout the whole conference play, was just hitting guys and getting rebounds.
James.
Yeah, Dereon, you got a couple baskets late from Evie and Ernest. How big is that for you guys to get that contribution from them down the stretch?
That's big, just seeing their confidence with them even being able to take those shots and make them that late in the game, even though that they're not like used to having the ball in their hands like that late.
Yeah, Terquavion, I asked Dereon the same thing, but just how good does it feel to, close this one out down the stretch, be able to get that first ACC win?
It feels good when you've been fighting for it for a long time now, a couple of weeks, grinding in and out in practice and in games. It feels great to know that we did it. We could have been done this. And yeah, it's a good feeling.
James.
Terquavion, you hit some shots early on. When you're able to do that, does it take your confidence up to another level?
I would say my confidence is at the same level every time. Like nothing changes my confidence. It's always gonna be through the roof.
Jonas.
Terquavion, you guys have been in this situation so many times before where it's tight down the stretch, but it hasn't gone your way. What was the biggest difference this time? What were the guys talking about in the huddle? Like, what worked for you guys to get over the hump against Virginia Tech?
We were just telling each other we gotta play hard. Like when it comes to the crunch time, like the last 4 minutes, you gotta play hard. And you gotta finish possessions I mean by that, like boxing out and getting rebounds.
Hey, Ernest, I just wanted to ask, you haven't been getting like the minutes you probably wanted. You didn't play the Florida State game, but how does it feel to come and contribute with the dunk and the offensive rebound and put back in the first ACC win for the Wolfpack?
I feel excited. Every day I just keep working, following coach's instructions, just listening, taking in all of the things that I need to do to get on the court and help my team win.
Doing those stretches, how do you keep yourself mentally ready? I know it's probably hard for some guys to watch because you came in with a lot of energy. How do you keep yourself mentally locked in and ready for these moments?
With that, I just stay focused. I just listen to my teammates and just do what I usually do. I just come in with the energy, run the floor, get rebounds. I'm just that type of guy to do what I have to do.
Alec.
Yeah, Dereon's been a guy that's scored a ton of points for you guys this year, but it seems like he kind of has that ability to just kind of, take over when you guys need it. He had a lot of the points down the stretch there. I think other than your putback, he had all the points in the last couple of minutes. Just how big is that for the rest of the team when he's able to kind of take the ball in his hands and be the guy that takes control of the game?
Dereon, he's a very good player. That's what he do. I just have his back for whenever he miss, I clean it up and we just do what we do.
Jonas.
Yeah, we've talked to your fellow freshman Terquavion Smith about his confidence all year. It's something he definitely doesn't lack. How much is his confidence, the confidence that he has as a freshman, spread to the rest of you guys on the team?
Terquavion, he's a great player. Confidence through the roof. We all learning at the same time. He's a great player, and I expect that from him. That's just what he work on in practice, and that's what he do.
James.
Yeah, Ernest, on that dunk in the first half, when you caught the ball right there at the 3-point line, was that your goal right there? Did you know you were going to go up with that one?
Yes, sir. I had it in my mind. I was like, yeah, when he throw it to him, I'm gonna throw it down. So I was excited that I got the opportunity to do that.
And just kind of a similar play there, last couple of minutes, you get the offensive rebound. You could have taken it back out, but you put it back up. Is that just instinct again taking over?
Yes, sir. That's when I seen it coming off the rim, I was like, I gotta score this. So that's what I did. I put it in the basket.